Tim Stevenson, manager of EuroTrust. How has Q1 been for European markets?
European markets have done very well in the first quarter. Bear in mind the fact, though, that if you're a dollar-based investor, it doesn't look so good because the euro has been quite weak, both against sterling and in particular, against the US dollar. But in local currency terms, we've seen sort of 20% gains in the European markets.
And how has EuroTrust fared in this environment?
EuroTrust has outperformed in the first quarter. We've certainly benefited from the fact that we'd increased our banking exposure, and quite a few of our really good quality, consistent secular growth names have continued to perform very strongly for us.
Are there any significant new purchases or disposals?
Not really. We've reduced the overall number of holdings from, I think, around about 54 down to 49 currently. We've sold, for example, ASML, the Dutch company, leading technology company in Europe, fabulous company, but we just felt that the rating had just become excessively optimistic and too high. Well-managed company, but it was sort of rather up with events, and we decided to take our profit there. Apart from that, we've reduced one or two other positions, obviously, overall, but generally just made the fund slightly more concentrated than it was before.
And lastly, Tim, what's your outlook for the coming period?
I think the European markets continue to do well. We've got a raft of better than expected economic numbers coming out. We're just entering the quarterly reporting season. I think on balance that will have a slightly more positive tone about it on the whole. Certainly the currency has been helping a lot of companies. So I suspect that the markets continue to make progress, but bear in mind the fact that there are inevitably one or two risks, Greece being a notable one of those, I'm quite sure. And it depends how the market reacts to those. I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of profit taking in the short term, but I think that would be a very healthy sign. I don't think it would be anything worse than that.
Tim Stevenson, thank you.
Thank you.